Hello class, hello students, hello subscribers. It's great to see you teachers. Welcome to another Miss Kramer's art class. Today we're going to study about element of art that is texture. So check out our other videos on movement, symmetry, harmony, and all the different principles and elements of art. And today we're reusing, recycling, paper towels that we used to paint on with markers over another project, and this was just a placement. So we're going to be really original and we're gonna be very creative by looking at our paper towels, cutting out pieces and colors and reusing them. And what is really neat about this that it has such beautiful texture. It looks like fabric. And when we glue it together, here is an example of my student's artwork. Here Kinsley said that this was a lot like artichoke flower. No, I'm sorry. This one was Bianca's artichoke flower. Doesn't it look exactly like artichoke? And it looks like fabric and it's just so beautiful. Like a patchwork collage. So great job, Bianca. This one was another flower. This would be great for Mother's Day too. Creating a composition. And this one is unsigned. So no name, no fame. Okay, so here is another simple, very delicate example of a flower using leftovers. And what a texture, what a beautiful texture that has. Okay, so let's have fun. So your table will have a couple of leftovers, like so. You're gonna share it with your shoulder partner. And first, kind of start looking at them, outlining what you like. I kind of like this one, so I'm gonna outline it. I think I'm going to make the middle of my flowers using these little circles. And then for my petals, maybe I'll use some of these textured. I'm gonna do petals here and I'm gonna cut them out. Some of these white and yellow drops of color. I'm concentrating on art, so I'm like being in my creative zone. And so I forgot to talk for a second there. But I'm gonna make petals from all these drops of paint here on my paper towel. Okay, so I circled some. There's something I can use. Maybe I use this as a background to my bouquet. So I'm just going to outline it like so. And you can use your marker to outline shapes in your design. And I want to use these for leaves. So I would like to have this one to be a leaf. And notice I'm not cutting the white out because I kind of like that. I want it to be imperfect and have all those interesting textures. That's my one leaf. Here I'm going to pick another one. And this is so much fun that you might forget to talk like I did. So, couple of leaves, and I'm doing just simple lines over that. You could even make sewn, like if it's sewn, if it's fabric, you could make it look like it was sewn or with dots in the middle or different patterns on top with your marker. You could do that too, or just do them plain. These examples didn't have any markers at all. Students Kinsley and Bianca, they just cut them out straight without any lines. So that's an option, certainly. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cut out my paper. And I'm not gonna follow that black line. I think I just gonna do a little background image like so without definition because it's kind of in the back, so I want it to be blended into the background and don't want that harsh black outline with the marker. So like if it's further away, so I don't want that harsh black line, I am gonna put some glue and start with this. I'm gonna start with this, and now I'm gonna situate my flowers. So, and probably smaller scissors would work actually better here because it is a little bit hard to cut with larger ones. So for this one, I don't mind that is outline at all. So I'm gonna go over this, probably here. And I'm gonna put my glue down and place it where I like. And I'm just being really creative. I am really not thinking so hard as far as what they should be. I'm just kind of going with the flow, like we talked about in the harmony video, just going with the flow and seeing what happens and just achieving that cohesiveness and using the sameness of the material to give us that unity in the artwork. Okay, so I'm really, I don't even know how this is gonna turn out. So far it's looking amazing to me, but I don't know how it's gonna be. So I'm gonna put some glue this way. I'm trying to visualize it with my glue, how I want my petals to go. I think I want them this way. So I pre-painted some petals. I'm gonna cut them out now. This is actually really satisfying. If I had known, I would have saved all of the paper towels. Students usually just toss away and throw away. I would have saved them all. So our teachers, so much fun, and students really like this lesson, and it is inexpensive, and the results are gorgeous for art shows and for just the joy of creating art. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. They kind of look like marigolds. I'm gonna cut out this. See, cut the bigger piece away so it's not in your way. Okay, it's gonna be so much easier on you cutting out the details if you don't have a lot of stuff hanging off of it. Okay, so I'm gonna cut it through in the middle this way. And now, so much easier. I can even keep these two together and cut them together like so, right there. I have no idea how it's gonna turn out, but so far I love it. I love it. So exciting. And I really, really do like that sewn idea. Like if someone took time sewing this from different scraps of patchwork fabrics, like American style of patchwork, for example, sewn on comforters and beds and things like that out of old fabrics. It's really, really traditional kind of craft. And so I really feel like this just happened. I really wasn't thinking about it, but just was inspired to create with this tissue paper, and wow, I'm very pleased. So I'm gonna put that petal there. Wow, so far it's so cute. And it goes on quick. It's 9 minutes into the video. You can do some overlapping too. Create smaller ones. Somewhere for the background. I'll reposition this just a little higher. Oops, it's very fragile. Paper towel is very fragile. All right, so we got that. Now I'm going to do those leaves. kind of deciding to cut off the outline, but not clearly the leaf pattern. I'm just not going to glue them yet. I'm going to position them first and see how they look like. So I'm just going to cut them all out and keep moving it around until I achieve unity or harmony. So I'm going to just put it like so. Maybe it's going to turn out good, maybe not. Remember, cut off that excess that you're not using and throw it away or get it out of your way so it's easier for you to cut. Okay. And you take your time. I'm just trying to be really quick because of the length of the video. All right. Interesting. Maybe I could draw the stems coming down like so. And how do I want to move this? I think I'm going to need another leaf. Let me see where the stem should be. I'll just do one going this way. And do that. Okay. All right. I really do like it. I think I feel like I have to, for the stems, cut a straight line out of a paper towel and just glue it on so it has cohesiveness, so it's not a different texture. So I think I will cut this out and glue it over my lines and tuck it just under. The purple glue clearly will disappear, so I'm not worrying about being perfect with the glue. And I didn't glue my leaves yet because I might change it around. So, like so. I'm gonna go all the way down. Okay. So cohesiveness and harmony is achieved by either using the same type of strokes or same texture throughout the painting, and that's why I changed it now, because I felt like it needed the same texture to the stem, not just the line. That was too harsh for me. So, okay, I'm gonna overlap this. And this is nice because you can overlap. So it looks like there is perspective and all these good things happening in your design. Perspective, overlapping, right? Another element of art. Okay, let's put it right over as such. And this one was curving, so I'm just gonna flip it over and match it so it's curving too. That worked out really well. Now I can overlap the leaves, maybe put the leaf underneath the petal. And I'm thinking while I'm talking and creating art, so those are sometimes hard to do all at the same time, especially if it's like a really original idea you haven't even thought about before too much. I really do like it though. So I think, do I like it down here or do I want it more here? Let's see. I think I'll do this. And I could work on it because it's already 15 minutes. So I could keep working on it and adding few things here and there, such as the stitch lines along the leaves or the stems even, right? Like if somebody took time sewing all these scraps of fabric like in the old times. And of course, no name, no fame. So don't forget to sign your artwork, and I can't wait how yours is gonna turn out. Now it's your turn.